I was really fascinated by the size of this microphone, and I
As we all
really gave
are.
it a good try. I gave it a really good try. I mean, 3 or 4 times, and it just didn't. It didn't do it.
Gave it an honest effort.
I did.
And it was too damn big.
Yeah, it was just too big, apparently. It didn't have enough output.
Oh.
Oh, that's a problem. That might be age. How old
Yeah.
is it?
I actually think it might be a little older. My new one's brand new. He's very
There you
young.
go. That's the answer. New ones always have more output.
We're going downhill. Now.
It's all downhill.
It's going
from here.
down. Hiya! How's it going?
Hiya.
Hiya.
We're back for another week.
All right. Right. Woohoo. And hey, hiya to all our listeners. We're so excited to have you. Thanks so much for listening, and we hope you enjoy. And do not forget to hit the subscribe, like, tell your friends, let them know about us.
You don't
We'd
want to
appreciate
miss an
it.
episode of this magic. You
I mean,
really
it's pretty
don't.
great. It's great. I mean, it's lots of laughs at least,
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a good time.
Yeah.
That's right. Also, I wanted to bring up that we had a message from Jackie from Chicago.
Okay.
And it was really cute. She wrote a little story how she was getting her nails done in the salon, and she was watching our shorts that were posted on YouTube, and that she loved the shorts of the technical difficulties with Jana.
Poor Jan.
Yeah.
It was
poor me.
so cute. And then at
very
the end,
sad.
she just wrote, was Jana really in the closet?
Jana?
I was. Yeah, I was. I felt like it was just a nice, quiet place in my house. It didn't really work out. I've moved out. I've evolved. I am now in an actual room, so it's all
Okay,
good.
with a nice painting in the background, like you're very
my-
professional.
Yeah, I know. She's drinking a martini. You can't really see the martini, but she's my girl.
Good.
You're in a real room now, a
I'm a
recording
big
studio.
girl. I'm a big girl.
So professional.
I know, right?
Okay, I am statements. So hopefully everybody kind of has their I am statement of what we're going to work on this coming week. Mine is I am watching my dreams come true.
Ah, love it.
Awesome.
Ah,
That's good.
what's yours,
It's a good one.
Jennifer?
Mine is I am able to do things that seem scary.
Oh, good.
Okay, that's good. I don't know if mine's that much of like prolific. Would that be the right word? But I don't know. I'm just open to love and laughter. I'm open. Bring it on.
Bring it
So,
on,
that's
I
MFer.
like that.
Yes. I'm trying not to cuss as much.
Yeah.
Trying to keep this PG-13.
That's a really hard thing to do.
Although that
MRFer.
has changed a lot, right? Like PG-13 is
Ooh,
almost
there's some
porn
rough
at this time.
PG-13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
PG-13, you could say a-hole, not the word, but you could say a-hole and S-bag.
Really? And that was it.
I mean,
and
you can't-
bitch. You could say bitch.
Well, you
'cause
could
it's
say that
a-
whole word.
Yeah.
You can't,
I
but
don't
you
know.
could
They
also
have
say
a
the
lot
B
of-
word.
Yeah. I
With
feel
just
like
the
they have
letters.
a lot of inappropriate, like, I don't know. I see it with my grandson, stuff like that. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Times have changed.
Yeah.
Grandma's times
He
have
did
changed.
get the talk in 5th grade, so he's up.
Okay,
He's
so
up
he's
and
good.
everything.
We're done.
What talk?
He's like, I know
Who
what that
talked
is.
to him?
The puberty talk, and they go through all the-
Puberty.
I mean, really, they had the talk. He knows all of it. So, and he's going through puberty. So,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
it's really cute. And he's so
Aw.
happy. Like he's so proud of it. Like,
That's awesome.
yeah.
That's how we should
mean-
feel about menopause. Like, oh, goody, we get to go through menopause.
I know, exactly.
I got the talk and I know exactly how to identify it. This is what's happening.
Yes.
This is what's
I got
happening
this
to my
talk.
body. Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
And it's glorious.
I remember
is
seeing the
glorious.
map.
He's like, I love
This
this
falls
pimple.
here.
Yeah.
Oh,
He does. He loves it. It's
That's
great.
cute.
So
That's
it's
awesome.
funny
Very
because
good.
he had a little pimple right there. And my sister came to a baseball game and I was like, oh, look, he's going through puberty. I said, look at his little pimple. And Josh was like, oh my God. He was like, Jana, you can't say that. I was like, dude, he doesn't care. He's happy.
He's
like,
proud.
he's like,
Yeah.
yeah, see this? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, bring it. He didn't care a bit. That's the only reason I said I wouldn't say it to embarrass him, but it was cute.
He's going to be like an hour in the bathroom. You're going to be like, he's going through puberty.
Yeah.
Josh, no, don't say it. He's going to, I don't care. I'm proud of it.
Longest showers I've
Yeah.
ever seen.
Oh.
That's what happens, boys.
Yeah.
It's boys.
That's what they
Had
do.
to.
Yeah. Lock themselves in there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I only had
Well,
girls.
Maybe really quick, we can ask the listeners to write their affirmations because I was thinking
Yeah.
about that when I saw the message from Jackie. I was like thinking, I wonder if they are going through this whole affirmation stage because I know I hear it a lot.
Yeah.
Women
yeah.
our age and even men our age. I think it's a big movement now,
Yeah.
to have these I am statements or affirmations or mantras. So
Yeah.
it would be interesting if you guys could comment down below and let us
Yeah.
know if there's an affirmation that you use daily or something that you tell yourself to just stay positive.
Yeah.
Well,
Or do
and the
you do
thing
it at
that
all?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you against
exactly.
it? Yeah. True.
The thing that I have believed is your subconscious is going to believe anything you tell it, whether it's true or not. So you might as well just tell them, I'm capable of doing things that seem scary. I am open to love and laughter, and I am, whatever.
Mhm.
If you
Yeah.
say it enough, it's going to
Yeah.
believe it. So we
It's
might
the
as well
law
put
of
some
attraction.
positive shit in there. Yes. girls.
Exactly.
Positive
Yes.
S in there.
Oh.
Yeah. We don't cuss on this podcast.
Well, you might as well cut me out then.
I know. It'll be edit.
Edit.
I've been marking not for kids on the thing when it
Okay,
says, "Do you
good.
want to?" Yeah.
I mean, hallelujah. You just never
probably
know.
smart.
You never know
That's
what's
probably
going to
smart.
come out of this mouth. You never know. Oh.
So Jennifer, what have you said you had some idea of what to talk about today, but I
I
can't
did.
remember what it was.
Okay, so I have this fantasy, and it's not a sexual fantasy, so you guys can,
Still
cross
PG
that off
13.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're still.
Sticking with it.
And I want to tell a story, and then I want to ask you guys what your audacious dream is. Okay, here's mine.
Okay.
So Jana and I worked together, and we had just finished this employee retreat, and we were exhausted. And so we stayed at the house after the retreat, and we went to this brewery, and we're at its little small town named Toole, Texas.
Yeah.
Okay, small town, and it's this
Very
That's where all
brewery.
the tools come from.
Very small town.
Very small.
Those
Very
Texas
small,
tools.
like
I
my
see those
microphone.
Texas tools all the time
Yeah.
Yes,
on YouTube.
They're everywhere.
yes, they're everywhere. So we're at this brewery, and we're drinking IPAs, and so and as we're there, we have this man that's on a guitar, acoustic guitar, and he's singing songs, and I am in heaven.
It's a good
I have
night.
my IPAs. I've got my best friend Jana there.
That's
I
right.
got this man that was singing, not is it not Oscars? What is it? Grammy. We're not Grammy winners
yeah.
there, but he was good enough to be
good.
enjoyable.
Yeah. Good bar
So I was like, Jana,
band.
we need to become a band, and we're
Yeah.
going to name it the Tool Sisters, and we're going to
Yeah.
play guitar, and we're just going to sing, but we're going to go in an RV, and we're going to go to different RV parks,
Yeah.
and our husbands, like we'll have two RVs, and our husbands are going to make barbecue for
Yeah.
the show.
Right.
Okay, because they're both
Yeah.
chefs, like they both love to cook. So they're
They
going to
do.
make barbecue. We're going to sell the barbecue, and we're going to call, charge a small admission for the Tool Sisters. And we're going to use that money to then go to the next RV
to travel.
park.
It's
To
really
You might
travel
want to
just
use
travel.
the money for the food you give out.
I mean,
Yes.
surely we didn't think through all the logistics. Okay,
It's not.
so
This
we
is
might
an
have to
audacious
charge-
dream, Tish.
Yeah.
This is
okay?
the whole point, isn't it? I'm shooting your
Yes.
dream
Yeah,
down.
it is. Negative Nelly. I don't like it.
God. Forget it. It's over. It's over.
Can we hear a little singing from
Yeah.
the Tool
Oh,
Sisters?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the better part.
Okay, here you go.
Okay,
Ready?
let's hear it.
Delta Dawn,
Dawn,
what's that
what's
flower,
that flower
you
you
have
have
on?
on? Could
Could
it be
a faded rose from days gone
days
by?
gone by?
Why are you?
And did I
hear you
hear you
say
say
you gonna
you
meet
wanna
me?
meet me here today?
Today.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Ah,
Take
Very
you
good.
to his
This
mansion,
mansion
in the
sky.
Do you know what you need?
What?
The one thing
What?
it's missing?
What?
A tambourine player.
Oh,
I know, right?
Tish. Yes.
Yeah,
So we've
we
got
going
it.
on the road.
Yeah.
We doing it,
Bitch.
Mhm,
Yeah. So
bitch.
Jana was like, well, who's going to learn to play the guitar? And I was like, well, I can't. So it's going to have to be you.
I'm sure I can.
I'm
do
just
it.
going to
It's
sing.
fine.
Oh, but Tish, we came up with the whole, we're going to wear flared jeans, a
Yeah.
little bralette, turquoise.
That's back in now.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
we're going to
yeah.
just be
That's
like
We
back
were
in
texting-
style.
boho.
We were texting our husbands, letting them know what their role would be as we
Right.
tour.
Right. And they're going to do the barbecue.
And were they texting back saying, how many IPAs are you in?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
They were.
Hey.
So
They were
that's my
great,
dream.
babe.
Like,
Yeah.
how
That's
fun
a
would that be
beautiful
for
dream.
a year? If you had the skills, obviously.
Mm.
I mean,
Or
I have
not.
the
It
skills,
would still
but
be
not
fun.
the music.
Yeah, yeah,
But I can
Have-
entertain a crowd.
yeah. Have
I
fun
bet
with
you
that, babe.
Jana can bring her microphone.
The big one or the little one?
I'll be swinging my microphone around. Yeah,
We can get
That's
by
all
in a
you
pinch.
need.
Yeah,
That's all you need is a big
That's
microphone.
great.
Get you through a lot.
that's right. That's what he said.
I mean, so I've heard. That's what I've heard.
So that's my
Yay.
audacious dream. And
Yeah.
I just thought, what about you guys? Or what about the listeners? Like, what is something that you feel like could be fun, even though it might not, it doesn't seem possible.
Yeah.
Did you have that same dream, Jana?
I mean, I feel like my
No.
whole life I've wished
I mean,
could be a
beyond that
singer.
night. Oh,
No,
Oh.
for realio. So I remember singing on a chair to Pat Benatar,
Yeah.
like when we were
hit
in
me with your
elementary.
best
Hit me
shot.
with your best shot. I mean, I was on a
Da-na-na.
chair. It was like,
Fire
fire
away.
away.
Yes.
I mean, listen. So I think
Grease?
my entire life I wanted to be a singer until my children cried when I sang them lullabies. I mean, that really is what did it.
Ruined
Now it's
your
back.
career.
I mean, I was like, it's fine. Mommy can sing. It's fine.
And they're like, no.
Oh, have you
Yeah.
ever seen that video where that gal's singing to the baby and the baby's smiling and crying at the
Yes.
same time?
Oh,
But
That's one of
she's a
my
good
favorite.
singer.
Yeah,
she's a great
good singer.
singer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But
they
I just
moved the
remind
baby
me-
to tears.
Yeah.
In a good
It-
way.
Yeah. I know,
It
good.
was-
Mine was like, please shut up.
Yeah.
Please. Like, I'm already sleep deprived. I can't take anymore.
Yeah. Okay. So Jana, what's your ideal band? Like, what kind of music? Where would you be playing? Are you a backup singer? Are you a lead singer? Are you wearing sexy
I'll be
clothes?
honest,
Like what?
all of the above.
No.
I mean, I would do
No.
any of it. I don't even care. I want to tour with the band. I just want to be there. Listen, I went to the Jonas Brothers recently, and the tambourine
Yeah.
keyboard player, that girl moved like a mother. I mean, she was having the best time. And to be honest, I couldn't keep my eyes off her. I'm like, I
Okay.
could do the tambourine.
Yeah.
I could do a keyboard. I don't have to sing. Like, I just want to be in a band. I want to be a part of it. I want
I
to
know.
travel.
Yes.
Like that sounds amazing.
Yes.
Like that, I think that's awesome. Like it's such a cool gig.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like,
So you more
listen,
want to be big time. You don't want to play at the local bar.
I mean, I would do a local bar too.
You don't want to karaoke?
I really don't think singing's my gig, but I want to be a part of it.
The show, yeah.
I just
That
want to be
makes
a part of the
sense.
show. You know,
That
I
makes
did
sense.
dance at a I took some dance
wedding.
lessons.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
I did
right.
dance lessons, and I did I call it my adult recital. It was like
Yeah.
a child recital in front of
That's
the group.
right.
But and that was my big debut, but it was so awesome.
And
Like
you were a badass.
I never
that was
I
good.
felt like I did really good for, anyway, it was so fun. It was like, and I felt like that was just super cool. So I could totally do that if I could learn to do something.
So your dream is to be a performer,
A
Like
performer. Yeah, I
out
guess
there
you're
and
right.
performing.
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
juggler in a circus, or
I mean, I don't
any-
know about all
any
that,
kind-
but
oh.
a circus is stretching it because
Oh, okay.
there might
acrobatics involved.
there's
And
yeah,
weirdos.
there's
Well,
a lot going on. There's a lot going on at this circus.
Well, you know what you don't want to be a part of is all that animal stuff.
Yeah.
All the
No.
animals they bring along.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
Right. Yeah, I don't
Okay,
like all
so
that.
dancer,
Anyway,
singer.
yeah. But yeah, I think that's really awesome. So
Yeah.
that would be mine. I mean, honestly, I think my whole life I've had little snippets, from talk show hosts recording. Tish and I
Yeah.
did that very
Right.
young. I sang on chairs for Pat Benatar. I do.
you-
I think all my life.
Yeah.
Do you two karaoke then when there's parties? Are you like the first two to get up and karaoke?
My song is Delta Dawn. That's the one
Oh,
I
is it
know,
really?
and that's the one I stick with my entire
Yeah.
career, karaoke.
How are
career.
you going to build a tour out of that?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm not a
already. I already
karaoke.
have songs that I've envisioned that the Tool Sisters will sing,
Good too.
Oh,
like
okay.
Yeah.
"Into the Mystic." You know that song by Van Morrison.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I think I,
wanna
do, but
rock your gypsy soul. You know that
All
song?
right.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to learn it apparently. I'm in the Tool Sisters, so I'm going to have to learn that one.
Yeah. Anyway,
I do know something like that, but I'm not sure that that's what it sounds like.
yeah, I couldn't get the tune.
But I do like
I
that
will
song.
for the show, though. I will for the
Yeah.
show.
I'll practice. I promise. I'll practice.
All right, Tish, what's yours? Audacious
I-
dream.
I think mine, it still comes up, even when I was a kid, was being a like a dog trainer. When I see
Really?
it, I remember we had a duck when we lived at Wallace. Yeah, and I used to
Oh.
tell my mom I thought I could train him,
Uh-huh.
and so I would build a whole obstacle course. Do you remember, Jana? I did it with Rockford, and Rockford did it.
Oh,
He did a whole obstacle
don't even
course.
bring me back to Rockford. Can't do it. That's a whole nother story.
Trauma.
Jesus. Childhood
But-
trauma.
But that's
For real.
something that I've always thought I would love to do that. And actually, I've always imagined being like really silly with it, almost sort of not mocking it, because I do have a lot of respect for it, but going out there and having an animal, like the most interesting and hot flash.
I'm having a hot flash. Sorry, girls. Go ahead. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
I can see you're glowing.
That's right.
Okay, sorry.
You don't have a fan?
No. Go ahead.
Oh.
You'd have fun
that's
with
it.
it with the ducks.
Yeah, but those are some of my most like I love it the most when I watch a dog go awry. What do they call that when something goes not awry, but when the dog's not doing what it's supposed to do,
Right.
Yeah.
and it runs crazy and the person's out there freaked out running after it. Joseph, come back, and all dogs like tongue hanging out. Have you ever seen those videos?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not
They're
fun
some
when
of my
it's you.
favorite.
Right.
It's not fun
Yeah,
when it's
like
you.
I think it would be fun to sort of enter those competitions with that kind of spirit.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
and your dog are just wild.
Yeah.
You and your dog. Like
Yeah.
instead of going the right way the whole time, sometimes you do a little something to mix it up and make
Yeah.
it fun, to where
Yeah.
you're just thoroughly enjoying it. Like
That's
even
awesome.
back when I saw Babe the Pig, I thought that was, how he entered him in that contest.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like, I just love that stuff and I always imagined that I could do that, but come up with something more wild.
Yeah. So, but you don't even have a dog. I don't get it.
Oh, you don't even have a dog.
Are you shitting on my dream?
She would have
I'm
a
just
dog.
calling you all. What?
Look, I would get a dog. If I had the time to think that I could live somewhere where I could build an obstacle course, I don't even have a house where I could build an obstacle course.
You don't need
know,
But I imagine if I did, I would get a border collie. And
Oh, yeah, they're wild.
At the Houston Rodeo, they in their little arena they have dogs that corral the sheep.
Yeah.
And it's a legit obstacle course. It's pretty amazing how these little dogs, it's a whole herd of sheep, and these little dogs just sort of and they drive them through these gates. It's the coolest thing.
Have you seen it on Instagram on the videos? There's
I've seen them at the rodeo.
Acres and acres of land. And they get these and they're like fired up, like their eyes are
so amazing. Yeah,
it's so amazing.
It is.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Yeah, that's a good dream. I like it.
I like it too.
Thank you. I will say though, on a serious note, not to like stop this vibe, but on a serious note, when you guys are talking about dreams, and like you say, Jana, you've had that dream since you were young, and Jennifer as well. I do think that we do get our dreams shit on very quickly when we're young.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say that, like, I know that when I was young, for instance, I always thought that I was going to be a teacher. And I mean, from when I was a little kid, like I used to look at the globe and pretend I was talking to a class about it, and just stupid things. And I remember getting older and somebody would, oh, you're 11, you're 12. What are you going to do when you grow up? Like, that's such a big question.
Yeah.
And I remember the minute I said teacher, everybody I knew, including strangers, would go, you don't want to do that. Like that you don't make any money, teachers, and then they just poo-pooed the idea. And I remember knowing in my head at that moment, like, oh, well, that didn't get a good response. I have to change my answer.
Yeah.
Right. And that's such a crappy thing to do to a kid.
Yes, it is.
Because I mean, it took me 40 years to get back to that.
And now you're a teacher.
And
yet
you
and it's the only job I've ever loved.
Yeah.
And that's the God's honest truth. It's the only job that I wake up to and I think I don't have to work today. I'm just going to do, it's fun.
Yeah.
I'm going to do something
Yeah.
that's interesting. So just talking about that when you guys were saying it, if somebody had just said, look, you don't have to be a singer. You could get into production on music. You could get into like you're talking about touring. You could get into scheduling and just be a part of it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
The excitement.
No, I don't mean now. I mean, you could.
Not now. That time, that ship has sailed. But
no, it hasn't. It absolutely hasn't.
But I
Call
don't
the
think
Jonas Brothers and see if they need a backup for the tambourine.
Right,
girl.
I just need it. I can play a mean tambourine. She was awesome.
Yeah,
she was awesome.
That's cool.
But I don't think anybody. I don't think anybody squashed my dreams. I'm not going to lie. I was a big quitter. I mean, my mom, poor mom, she put me in jazz, ballet, quit that, gymnastics. I moved up and I got embarrassed, quit. I took piano, said forget about it. I mean, I really did. I thought she was probably thinking, you're never going to make it in life, because I didn't see anything through as a kid. I don't know why I was like that. But I do feel like my mom gave me pretty good opportunities. But and nothing really took until I got probably to junior high. And then I took to sports. But then I don't know. I mean, even sports wise, like I have continued that at my adult life, but just for funsies. But anyway, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I didn't feel as cultured though. I wish I would have traveled when I was younger. So my family didn't do that kind of thing. So
very good.
Here I am today.
All right. So what's our takeaway today? What's our golden nugget from our conversation today?
Golden nugget. How do we look back on what we talked about today and come up with something that we can think about?
My golden nugget is, I think kind of it clicked when you said that, Tish. Like, even if the whole audacious dream can't come true, what if you could pick a little piece of it and put it into your life? So,
Like it.
like yours, Tish, would be you got to get a damn dog, right?
There's the start.
Mine would be I'm getting my ass to a karaoke after we get off this call because I'm going to sing a little bit. But you know what I mean? Like, we could take a little piece of it. And that might be enough to like make our hearts full.
Sing,
Yeah. That's my takeaway.
Yeah.
I
That's
like
a
it.
good takeaway.
Jan,
Yeah,
what's
but
yours?
I think I don't know. I mean, for me, like, I feel like I'm happiest when I'm being stupid with my friends and singing and joyful, whatever. So, like, I feel like that's my performance at this point in my life. But, but I mean, I think a good thing to think about, and I really did think about this with my kids, is when they say something that they want to try, like, give them that try. You know, like, I think probably more with my grandson. I think that too, because like I took him to a Kids Bop concert and oh my God, he was going to be a Kids Bop kid. He was going to practice. He was going to try out. It was like, and I was like, I think you should totally do that. Like,
That's
you know,
cool.
and of course it was short lived and then we moved on to the next thing, but it's like, yeah, it would be great. I'm going to put him in camp for the summer or like, whatever they want to do. It's like, it's not up to us as adults to really choose what they're really good at. I do admire people that despite what everybody tells them, they follow their dream. Like that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I think it took me a long time to figure that out. So it's awesome.
Yeah.
Tish, what about you?
I like all of that.
No, what's your takeaway?
What's my takeaway? I mean, I would just agree with you guys. I think it's very important. You know, if you're parenting or giving advice to anybody that's young, I think to encourage them to dream, you know, and then let them know that it's never big enough. You know, it's never big enough. You can accomplish anything. That it's this affirmation situation, right? It's whatever you believe is your life ahead of you. Go for it, you know. And then the other thing is, you said it, Jennifer, we're never too old or young to dream a new dream. You know, it sounds so cliche. Never too young to dream or old to dream a new dream, but it is so important to have these sort of visions of a future. You know, my neighbor, he's an amazing man, and that's what he's taught me. Bob. He has taught me a lot because he's constantly creating a vision for next month, next 6 months, next year. You know, and it's this idea of continually dreaming. You know, and at his age, I see that's it's kind of the fuel for him to keep going and being happy and feeling joyous and feeling inspired, you know, and there's just no age limit to that. So yeah, I guess that's my takeaway.
Yeah, that's a good awesome. One. I like it.
Yeah. Hey, I think we should see if maybe we can get some people to comment about their dreams that they had or that they still might have, or what they think they can accomplish. Because to me, that would be so much fun to read about, you know, people our age. What do they think they could accomplish still that's totally different from what they're doing, you know?
Or what have they done? Like, you hear so many people doing a total career change.
I love that.
Like, I don't want to be an accountant anymore. I want to be a masseuse. And so I'm going to go, So let's hear about it. So
inspiring.
All right.
Yeah, let's hear about
it.
So make sure you subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe. And we're sending positive vibes to all of you. Thank you for listening in. We'll see you next week. Adios.
All right.
Adios. Bye. Smash the like button.
Smash it.